everyone, this is Just a Little Lost here, and today I will be doing my review on Too Faced Glitter Glue. Forgive my lighting. It's day out, so I turn the windows open, and I look washed out, but if I leave the light on, I look orange. So, can't win either way, but this one you can see a little bit better. So, to do this review, I think I'd first start with the packaging. I like the colors. It's black and blue, and the decal around the name is a bunch of little silver multicolored glitter, which I thought was kind of cute, and a blue cap. And there's like some other ones that go with it. From this primer, there's like the candlelight one and all that, which I just have the candlelight powder, so I didn't go for that. Everyone has heard, and I can verify, that this is really, really good with dry powder, because when you put it on, like I'll show you here, it comes out of the tube looking a little bit of a pale white. And then you can rub it in. You don't need a whole lot. And then, see? It's skin colored and it's kind of tacky. And the tackiness doesn't really go away until you put the powder over it. It's literally like a glue. It doesn't feel heavy on your eye or anything. It's just sticky when you apply it, because the brush will kind of stick to it. It doesn't bother me. Some people hate sticky things, but that's okay. This is great for powders and pigments. And it is awesome. It doesn't have any color. Let's see if I can remember this. No preserve. You know, on the website there's like no parabens and all that stuff. That's true. It's a little bit sticky. And to demonstrate with the powder, I'm going to be using another one of my favorites that I got from OCC, which is Dark Soul, which is a black, which I figured would be easier to see, especially in this bad lighting. So I'll take my Sonia Cash Silk eye brush, got it at Target, find the sticky spot, and then pat it on. And make it good and thick. See? There was no fallout. Color's still very, very good, and that'll stay on there until I wipe it off with my Sephora eye makeup remover pads. Which is good, because the only way you could really get this off is if you really rubbed your eyes after you forget you put it on. But even then, you'd only take like the top layer of makeup. See, look. See, that's after rubbing it. You're still... Can I find it? Can I find it? See? Even after rubbing it really hard, it's still there and stuck. That's like rubbing it 3 times. And even then... Yep, it's incredible. I love it. So my question with this was, could I foil with it? And I did that with the look today that I'm wearing, which is a silver eye, but in this lighting you can't really tell. It's just playing around with the silver eye idea. So I will show you how good that is. Now, it's good for foiling, but you can't make the brush too wet, because if you do, it'll kind of beat up a little bit. What's so good did with this eye. But that's easily fixed. You just put some stuff over it. I know people use Max Fix Plus, but I've been using Urban Decay All Nighter. I haven't had any problems with it. Little squirt, clean off the brush so I don't end up with a black. Well, it doesn't really matter if I end up with a black streak on my arm now. Just gonna run the brush through the powder, find the sticky spot, and then brush it. See? And when it dries, it'll be like this, and it'll be pretty good. It's a little easier to wipe off, but not by much. So I think it's good. Just don't make your brush too wet when you foil with it, and you should be good. Um, Whenever I use this, as opposed to my Urban Decay, this lasts longer and it does not crease. Like once you put this on, it's glue. It doesn't move until you put on the makeup remover. It just does not. That's just how it is. I like this better than Urban Decay. All of the Urban Decay ones, and I never thought I'd be able to say that, but I do like it a lot better. The stickiness doesn't really bother me because it doesn't feel sticky to your eyelid. It just feels a little bit sticky when you put the powder on with your brush. You don't feel the stickiness when you foil with a lot of water, but like I said, the only problem is when it dries, it'll bead up a little. If that happens, just put a little bit more powder over it and dry powder, and it'll be fine. You won't be able to tell, but that's like the only thing about it. And that's the only thing about it, then that's pretty good. I've not found an eye look that would not be good with this. I have done powder and I've put liquid liner on it and I haven't had any problems. I would highly recommend this. In fact, it's probably going to be the only eye primer that I use from now on, for the simple fact that it is that awesome. So from 1 to 10, I would give this a 10. Urban Decay would fall around 9.5. Well, no, not really, because I get a lot of creases with that, so it'd probably be around 8. So what I would do is just use up the rest of Urban Decay and then just buy this from now on, because this is just perfect with any kind of eye look that you want to do, any kind of powder. I would think that if it can take foiling, it could take cream eyeshadows. I haven't tried this with any MAC paint pots or anything like that, but powders and anything wise, that's good. I don't think I'd be able to give up my MAC paint pots for the simple fact that I like the color that it gives and all that other stuff. I just use paint pots by themselves, not necessarily as primers, but sometimes I do. Those are pretty good. Sometimes I get creases from those when I use them as a base. So as a base, this is it. I'd keep my MAC paint pots for the simple fact that I like the color and sometimes it gives a boost. I've not tried the paint pots with this though. If anyone has, you can leave a comment and tell me how that worked out for you. That'd be awesome. But I mean, I wouldn't really use this for cream shadows because it's not that kind of primer. And I think that cream shadows are their own kind of primer. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment box below. But all in all, I think this is awesome. Know a lot of YouTubers and beauty gurus on YouTube agree. And have a good day and night wherever you are, and see you in my next video.